Hello, good morning everyone. Depending on where you're watching me from. Actually, this class is supposed to be a paid class, and also it's supposed to be a class with a live video. But we're going to do it this way this time, and so this particular class we are discussing on how to clone the front end and back end of every website. Now, when we talk about cloning of the front end and back end of a site, remember I said I'm going to mix my language with Igbo, so that some people will be able to understand me very well, so that language will not be a barrier here. So here in Eku, what we are saying is that naturally a copy of an existing website, so that it will be functioning the same way that existing website is your function. Now, the challenge there is this. You have to understand that your browser, no matter the language you use the program or the website, your browser need to interpret it. For instance, PHP we're there. On my screen now. I got for an illustration of Ifen Nakawa. Here is PHP as you were there the thing. Here is the web server. Here is a browser. Look at your internet here. If for that, your browser will make a request through internet to, or whether internet or local server, to the web server. Then the web server will send HTML output. So what you see is an output of HTML. So even if what we want to copy was written with PHP, which needs a server for interpretation, that means first of all we must convert it to HTML before we reconvert it to our desired program. Now you can see it sends content from database, a request. But leave this one aside here. So if the program was written whether PHP, ASP, any other program, these programs or this language or these languages are what we call interpreted languages. That is to say, they cannot stand alone. They need a web server. They need a server, whether web or local server. No your browser, like your Firefox, your Chrome, send there a request to them. They will send the output as HTML. That is why, for instance, this one is ASP.ASP, so it is not HTML. If we view the source code here, you see that it has been converted to HTML. You see it? It has been converted to HTML. Alright? So the same thing happens to let's look at this particular site. This site is PHP. If you view it, the source code, you have something like this. Let's wait a little time. You see, you still have the same thing. So the output, most of these interpreted languages sent out for your browser to understand is HTML, and HTML means hypertext markup language. That is why for you to understand this thing we are talking of now, you need to have an idea of HTML and CSS. HTML means hypertext markup language. CSS means cascade style sheet. Now, even if you have not known it or you don't have any idea on it, I will direct you where you're going to read through, because this particular learning of HTML and CSS is not in this class. I am making an assumption that you have already have an idea of this HTML. It is simple. It is simple. Now, if you have gotten this, you can go to a site like W3 School. This site, you go to HTML here, and this one especially, you can read through it. Just read through it and practice. Try it yourself. Within 3 days you'll be able to go through this, and you come back to this class. That is why I'm recording it. And the CSS, just read through it, because it will help you to understand the meaning of these things here. You see here the head section, HTML language, the head section, the meta tags, the links, the closing of the head, the body section, and the rest. So that is why you need to have an idea of this. So also now you have to also understand that a website can be either static and then dynamic. The problem most of the times is not a static. Static HTML, which have been converted, can be uploaded to your server and still give you the same value. Now in this course, what you're going to learn here in this course is that you're going to learn how to copy the front end. Front end means this one that is easily to access. But let me show you the back end. The back end means the one that needs other help, which you might not see, you will not see, but you only see the result. For instance, a membership website, the back end, the dashboard. So let me just use this one to show you. Now we want to sign up to this particular site and see what the back end look like. Forget whatever I'm writing here, is not important. Okay, it's not important. I'm using this as the password. Okay, using this at, oh sorry, okay, shift at tty.com. okay, we have this here. So we agree, let's register. So this one is still this place you are seeing is still the front end. Registration complete. These are still different. Now let's see the back end, the dashboard. So this one is actually the dashboard. This dashboard is what we can call the back end, because the database will give information here from the tables, your email, the username. These names now are stored in the database. So, but you see that it will be difficult to get this. For instance, let me show you the source code of this. You see it's still changed to HTML. You see it now. But if you copy this source code and paste, it will not function. So these are the things we're supposed to get, how to make it look like this one exactly. Okay, yes, that is part of the things we're supposed to learn in this course. Then the softwares that we need and how to use them, and make it functional after we have gotten that. So can you hear in a conway here? Here in a conway here that it's a website here now. I'm logging out. It's a website here now. Now when you can with a copy of this site without having the source code, when you with the exact copy of this site without having the source code, Martin Yakuya on our law. Can you hear Jamaica? Here Jamaica bo na here Jamaica bo in a you see what I wrote here. Here Jamaica na bo na cloning your website will be a valuable skill for learning web development. Testing changes without affecting the life site. Yeah, site internal or creating backup. So we can use it to create backup. We can use it to learn web development. We can use it to do many other things. Now, here you see the prerequisites, and this JavaScript of a thing, you might not really just get to know this one and this one. Okay, leave this one, we are still coming to that. Then okay, so now I'm going to use two websites here now to show you what I mean. For instance, look at this particular website now. You see this website, you can type in this website now, it will show you this. Okay, then if you type in this one, it will still show you the same thing. Okay, then you see that at the end here we added something here. You see we added something here, but they are still the same script. This one doesn't have it. We just remove this particular one, we didn't add it. Okay, so now how do we begin this? Remember, what we are trying to capture is the front end and the back end. Like I said, this one is the front end, the other one on the back end. Okay, if I want to do a site, just a static site where people come, they just see here, then at the site, and they'll just go without communicating with me, without interacting with me. I can just use only the front end. But for you to do the one gathering and send information, communicate with you, talk with you, or send message to you, then that one you need to do the back end. Okay, so what do we need? What we need is this. Remember that I told you that if you view the source code, all of them now the output language or the output form on a send there both HTML. So in the I showed you this one is ASP. This one is ASP, but still the output is HTML. So here now we need a website copier we can use that will copy a distance as HTML. Before now, we convert it to anywhere we want to convert it to. Okay, so we're going to try one now. Let me show you websites copier. Okay. You see, number one in here is HTTrack. Okay, it is an offline browser. We have this one, we have this one, we have this one. Any one of them can work. Okay, when they're able to, he said he convert all of them to HTML images and the rest. Okay, it's a full website or any, it will have converted to HTML so it will be readable. Because for instance, if you want to open a PHP file without a server, it will not open. It will say download. So now let's download this guy here. So waiting for it to be installed. So this software is actually free. It has been in existence for years. Okay. So I don't need this one anymore. So I want to copy this guy here. So I copy the name. So like this way. Okay, where do I want to save it? Okay, I can put it in my desktop if I want to. If I don't want to, I leave it here. I click next. I paste this. You don't need to set these options. Let it be default. So I make next. So I say finish. and it's passing the HTML file, it's copying. But the truth is that there are some websites that will refuse to be copied. There are sites that if you try to copy them, it will refuse to be copied because certain security was added. So maybe in our next class we'll know or we'll learn how to copy such sites. Okay, it is done. Let me go and look for it. My CC, that is the website here. Okay. You can see it now. You can see it. Okay. About us. You can see it. We have just copied this. Okay. So, what have we actually done today? I told you that you need to have an idea of HTML, that I told you to go and read through from W3 School, and also have an idea of CSS, because I told you that most of the languages that are not HTML are interpreted languages, and I use PHP to explain it, that they're not independent. So the browser connect through the internet, or even if it's a local server, and request that information from the PHP web server, which in return send it as HTML output for you to see it. And I showed you that this one is ASP. It was written with ASP, but when you do view the source code, it shows you HTML. This is the output. When you view it, it requested the output, and the output will be given to you in HTML. That is why we're able to copy it. Okay. Then I also showed you this one. I said it's in PHP, but when we do it, it's still the same document type HTML. So for that reason, you need to go through this and this if you don't have any idea, and it will take you like 3 days or even less to go through it. It is not difficult or very heady difficult. Then I also showed you a website here and this one, that they are the same thing. Okay, this one was copied from here, and I made an illustration with this one and I copied it, so you saw it, and we have this particular value. You saw it. We made a replica, a copy of the site. Another thing you see here, you see these icons. You see that some of the icons couldn't come out here like this. You see it. but here those icons are there. So while we go on in the classes, I will tell you how to put them back. I'll tell you how to put them back. Let me show you what I mean. You see these things? You see these things here? You see it? But here now, the one we copy, they are not there. So that means the link to that thing is being blocked by your browser or whatever. So I'll show you how to put them back so that it will be the same thing. So that is where we are going to stop for today. I would advise you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this class will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, so that next time, even if you are not online, you'll be informed on what new, because we will still have other free courses that will upload there. So, but like I said, this is it's not a free course, it's a paid course. And the other courses that I will also do, we're going to do, some of them, they have their own prices, so it's not a free class. So when you pay, we'll be able to put you to another group where we continue with the class. Thank you.